So I'm gonna try and make this video quick because I like to start working on a video about something good. I've played SimCity BuildIt since 2016, which was on my mom's iPad, and I immediately got addicted to it, like I assume every other player. Then I realized that it was taking too much time away from me, which encouraged me to just remove the app altogether. Then in 2019, I got my first ever phone and I decided to download the game again in October, and for the second time, I got addicted. And I actually made some amazing progress, better than my previous city on my mom's iPad, which I'll show you in just a second. But over time, I ran into some problems with the game, and eventually in February of the following year, I quit. But I still had the app installed, until recently when I was trying to free some space on my phone so I could finish my cards review, which is how this discussion came up. I'm going to share to you all of the progress I've made while expressing the problems with the game. The biggest highlight was its constant harassment of in-game purchases. Now, I know this is a microtransaction game and that you'll find stuff like this everywhere, but SimCity BuildIt won't get out of your face. There's a crap ton of deals, pricey solutions to speed production, you name it. And the game has it where getting the items you want or completing a mission is next to impossible, because things require golden keys, diamond keys, and especially SimCash. With the amount of items that require either of the three, that really limits what I can do in this game. I have 300,000 Simloneons left over because there's nothing that I don't have that I could spend on. All I can add to my mountain are ski lifts and some cottages, but then there's no more room for me to add just those two because its items to expand land is so difficult to obtain. With how hard it is to expand land, there's very little room for me to add or do anything. So the idea of even just spending my Simloneons on a second golf course is out the window, and as you expand the map further, the more expensive it gets. Same thing with their Paris, London, and Tokyo houses. This next reason is actually what made me cross the line and quit, and that's the addition of war. In the game now, you are able to collect special attack cards that you can use on other cities, which will actually destroy buildings. I even wrote this as a primary complaint in my review. Quote, war. War has nothing to do with building a city up. I've had this in my phone since October and lost interest in February. Anymore, it's all about war and battles. This now feels like some sort of Vikings or medieval strategy game. And yeah, that's pretty much it regarding that. The whole fun about SimCity is watching your city grow and expand while trying to appease your needy citizens, but they turn it into every other mobile game. There's also times where I wish there was an option to stop upgrading buildings and have that annoying cloud bubble out of the way, because there's a lot of times where I just want to keep a certain section as a residential neighborhood and not have massive skyscrapers. This is about building the city you want, not following the rules of a Roblox tycoon. Which also reminds me, this game lacks a lot of that freedom you get in the older SimCities. You can't make roads diagonal, you can't design the terrain yourself, you don't even get to design things like train tracks, airports, docks, or interstates. I think I just talked myself into hating this even more. It's honestly so sad that the outdated graphics SimCity 4, a game that came out nearly 20 years ago, is more fun. If only my computer would actually register the disc. So that's all my complaints about SimCity BuildIt. It's just disappointing, greedy, lacking, and at times, trying to be something it's not and forgetting what made SimCity so loved. Kind of like SimCity 4. It may have great graphics, but sometimes its additions and in-game purchases can be too much, and is why I'll always play The Sims 2. As for why I kept the game for so long, it's because I worked my butt off building all this. Getting to level 34 and building Tokyo Tower after several second place wins was a huge day for me. But now that I recorded my progress and in addition shared it with you guys, I now no longer have feelings towards this game and I'm now completely comfortable removing it from my device.